So thank you so much for your attitude, and actually that you agreed to have such a meeting between our clusters. I would propose the following agenda: that first of all, you will give us a bit overview about your clusters, and I will give short overview about our cluster, and then we will give a chance for our companies to make a pitch. And we will have separate Zoom rooms and B2B meetings.
Okay.
So please, Lucas, thank you. And
yes.
The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you see my presentation with the agenda?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I can now give the full screen. Okay, so we'll speed up a little bit so to have also the opportunity to hear about your companies. Thank you very much, Olga, and the representatives of your cluster today in this meeting, as well as our companies that could join our meeting today. Just briefly, Poland is a very important country for what concerns tier 1, tier 2 suppliers for automotive in Central Europe. We have a very diversified group of companies and several OEMs in the vicinity of 250 kilometers of our cluster. Our cluster was established in 2011 with 50 members. Currently, we have over 180 members. 116 members out of these 180 members are automotive companies, and 41 members are companies like suppliers and integrators of Industry 4.0 technology solutions, robotics, automation, software, and so on. The automotive companies are mostly Polish branches of multinationals. So the decision-making center is abroad, and it means also that these production plants are mostly focused on production optimizing processes and developing competencies and solutions for problems they face in operational issues. We also have Polish enterprises with full Polish capital cooperating with multinationals in Poland and abroad. What is our main aim and mission as a cluster? We want to ensure that our cluster members have appropriate competencies to deal with technological organizational changes and acquire new projects within their groups and multinationals, as well as between one another, having the right engineering competencies, manufacturing technologies in place, and also having solutions for dedicated problems. And we do this in workshops and dedicated projects in new materials, Industry 4.0, logistics, human resources, e-mobility, and troubleshooting projects around R&D. We are focusing in two areas: innovation and cooperation, and labor market and education. And our team is well established to cover practical problems. So all of the 180 cluster members, if they have any issue or problem or have any proposal, they send it to us. We verify it with the other companies, and based on the interest of the other companies, we organize workshops or training sessions or B2B meetings. As you can see, these 116 cluster members, they are automotive companies, and not only, also suppliers to automotive in general speaking, such as, for instance, Geoglobe. They also have these kind of additional services to automotive. We have Korean companies, Japanese companies, Italian companies, Polish companies. It's a wide variety, American companies, Austrian companies, and so on. Most of them, as you can see, they are tier 1 related to multinationals. Today, also, the HUF group is represented in this meeting. What about, for what concerns the 41 suppliers and integrators in Industry 4.0? These are companies dealing with robotics, with automation. They are active in Poland, but also in China, in India, in Mexico, in Canada, and in the Americas, so that in general, we have a variety of solutions focusing on process optimization, focusing on new production technologies, which is very important also in the automotive sector. We work on international level with other clusters in the European Automotive Cluster Network. We do projects under COSME, Interact, dealing with Industry 4.0 transformation, green transition, and general transformation in terms of adjusting Polish capital companies with the changes in the automotive sector for what concerns autonomous driving and electric cars. So in short, this is our main activity, as you can see, focusing on workshops, on B2B missions, and cooperation in order to share best practices, find solutions for problems, and support process optimization. Okay, in short, like you said. So back to you, Olga, for a short introduction. Your microphone.
Okay, thank you so
Back.
much. Yes, I will do also a short introduction about our cluster, and then we will give the floor to our companies. So, just a moment, I also have prepared the presentation. So first of all, yes, our Ukrainian Automotive and Mobility Cluster is not very old initiative. It's maybe approximately 2 years, but nevertheless, yes, nevertheless, we do have a lot of interesting results which we'd like to share and which we are working on. One of them actually was that we were one of establisher and one of the founder of Ukrainian Cluster Alliance, which was established in March. And we already a member of European Cluster Alliance and actively work with European Cluster Collaboration Platform. And we would also invite you to this platform because there are a lot of needs which are posted from our companies, and we are looking forward for new offers from European cluster. So it's a separate forum which is on ECCP platform. I also would like to tell you that actually our Ukrainian machinery sector is not so small. And moreover, we do have, I also will give you an overview about our automotive sector, but as for our cluster, we have opened right now the doors, and a lot of new companies are coming to our members. Not so many as you have, but we are just growing. And of course, one of our target and one of our big goal is definitely to be visible in a market, I mean in a global market, and to be identified also as a country with automotive industry. And actually, we, as you see, we also members of European Automotive Cluster Network. And I should say that I'm really glad that from the beginning of March, it was also solidarity from ESN to Ukraine. And from the beginning, I also mentioned our position, declare our position that we need support to our companies, to our businesses, because we need working economy. Actually, as for our cluster and as for our cluster members, as you see, they are working with such customers. Some of them are, most of them actually are suppliers tier 2, but still they are working on these projects. And I should say that if it's the beginning of the war, Volkswagen even stopped their production, stopped their conveyor. Right now, no one of them are stopped by Ukrainian suppliers. All Ukrainian suppliers are working, and all Ukrainian suppliers are not disrupting supply chains for automotive industry. It is quite important, not only from the point of view of disruption of EU partners, but also there are a lot of workplaces in Ukraine, and all of them are working. Most of automotive companies right now are working on 100% of their capacities. As you see, actually, it is possible just because it's located in the western part of our country, and most of our actually automotive companies are located there. So at the beginning, it was a decision because it's more close to country borders with Romania, Hungary, Slovakia, and Poland. But right now, as you know, it's the most safety regions, and that's why they're working without any stoppage. If they had a stoppage, so only for some days. And again, they do not plan even to close their production. So as you see, approximately we do have in our industry 60,000 employees. Yeah, about 38 foreign automotive businesses, but of course we do have also Ukrainian automotive companies, which are actually exactly today represented, because of course you fully understand that, for example, Leoni, which one of our cluster member, they're not really interested in such a matchmaking event. Again, as I said, all our businesses are working. And right now, most of them are working on 100% of capacity. But of course, as far as internal market, Ukrainian market is slowly going down. We are really interested to have international contracts and to be more internationalized into European economy, into European supply chains. So this is exactly our position, and we do see actually a lot of opportunities right now to be integrated in your supply chains. So and as you see, it's could be more attractive to start collaboration with us than with even with China companies, because we know that so many problems right now with China. So in Ukraine right now, we do have a lot of, how to say, free HR capacity, and many of them are moved from eastern part to western part, which means that right now there could be a very good chance or time to have such a relations and start collaboration. So actually, again, we are interested in such events, and we would like to support our businesses to be more internationalized. We also are very interested, again, also in integration our Ukrainian scientists, engineers, and developers. For example, this morning we also had an offer for our aerospace engineers. But again, that's why actually we would like to have such a meeting. So thank you again that you agreed for such a meetings, right? And we are looking forward for some fruitful outcomes for both sides. Thank you so much for your attention. So I think we could proceed.
Okay, thank you very much. Also, this meeting will be or is recorded. So the presentations from the companies today and also the information I will receive, if I see that there are opportunities for other companies, I know, but that we're not able to be in this meeting today, I will also pass through this information to them.
Yeah,
good.
Thank you so much.
So
we yes. had some requests from our companies to meet yes. Your companies, your members, but I saw that there are not in the list for today, so maybe that's yes. why some of them didn't come.
Yeah. Andrei wants to join AC.
Yeah,
okay. Yes. Okay. So also if you have companies that say like, okay, we would like to have a contact with this or this company, just send me the list, and I will try to arrange a bilateral meeting.
Yeah, with pleasure, with pleasure. Yes. For example, one of our participants, he's here, Vladislav Levitsky. He's a director and owner of a big company, Vlad Plus, which supply, by the way, to S-Tier 2, sorry, for Volkswagen and other companies. So they are also interested to collaborate with your cluster members.
Yeah, okay, good. So let's do now the overview of the companies, a short pitch so that we have an overview of their activities.
Okay. Actually, I think Maxim Anisimov would you like to start with short presentation of your company? And then if you don't mind, Alexandra Safronkin, you will be second. Yes, Maxim.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for this opportunity. I hope you can hear me, right? Great, okay. Just a second, let me turn on the screen sharing with our presentation. Can you see the presentation now? Great, okay. Great. I'm Deputy Director of Development at VDMS company, and we are specializing in electronics distribution and production. We have electronic components business since 1993. Then we started with developing our own manufacturing facility, and basically we created a vertically integrated chain starting at component supply and ending at assembled printed circuit boards, including whatever might be needed, materials supply, R&D, whatever necessary for our customers. So we work in industrial segment mainly, but we have rapidly developing automotive, medical, and consumer segments as well. We partner with a number of Ukrainian-based companies, which is basically Ukraine is our main market, but we are also actively developing to the European Union and, well, the neighborhood, including Georgia, Israel, and some other geographically close countries. And I would say our mission is quite ambitious. It is to make the world have more electronics made in Europe, which means that we can make electronics for our customers, or we can help our customers to develop something new, and so on. We are also trying to use the trends that a lot of Western European customers are trying to localize the production somewhere, but not in Asia because of a number of risks. And I fully agree with Olga that Ukraine here is a really favorable location, even despite of the wartime conditions. I will tell a few words about that. So we have engineering expertise, we have modern technology equipment, which helps us to be a supplier as a tier 2 supplier for a number of automotive projects, including Daimler, Audi, Ford, Renault, hopefully Porsche, and some other. So I will just skip this. We are IATF certified company. We also hold a certificate for production of medical electronics. And as I said, we are actively developing to Western European customers. So we hope to find the opportunities of partnership with Polish companies. The format might be different. It might include supply of materials, production localized at Ukraine, because, well, the salaries and resources, I would say, are significantly cheaper in Ukraine. So we are looking forward to new partnerships with your cluster members. Just a brief remark regarding the wartime conditions, how it influenced on us. No one European Union customer has canceled a single order to us, and we were able to restore the production very fast, just in a few weeks since the active war conditions started. So now we are working. We have 2 locations, one still in Kiev on our main factory, but we deployed additional, let's call it secret location in Western Ukraine, which is also already working. And basically, I would say we are used to working in turbulent conditions because, well, all modern Ukrainian history is made of turbulent conditions. This made us stronger, and we are happy to contribute to European electronics industry. Just to save the time, I probably will skip the technical side of presentation, but I would be happy to share it in case it would be potentially interesting for your cluster members. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Maxim. Thank you, Maxim. Highly appreciated. And especially, I really like your slides that we are working and we will be working. Thank you so much for that. Alexander Safronkin, are you ready to make a presentation? Short pitch.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, please. And I would kindly ask you if you would like, I mean, our Polish colleagues, if you would like to meet somebody from these people, just write it in the chat. And after the pitches, I will organize it. Yes.
Hello, my name is Alexander Safronkin, company Green System Science 2012, and we engage construction of solar power plants, energy storage system, and production of batteries of electric vehicles. Значит, sorry, my English is very bad, and
it's okay. It's okay. We understand everything. So just go on. It's okay, Alexander.
You see my presentation?
We see the first page.
Yes, first page.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
What we do? We fit new batteries made by cattle China cells in the case of the old battery, and quantity of 96 pieces instead of the original JPEGs. We use on 3mm metal mounts and proprietary BMS control cells, charge discharge and balancing. Proprietary cells, assembly technology, and robust pin connections. Transferring the terminal management system, we operate it according to the algorithm's original battery. We are replacing all Nissan Leaf batteries with our battery, which allows you to increase the mileage on the single charge from 150 kilometers to 350 kilometers. Battery, we do a battery of Nissan Leaf, Renault Kangoo, Nissan NV, Renault Zoe, and other. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I will be coming back to you after the pitch to discuss some issues with you about this. So, okay, we'll come back afterwards.
Okay, and again, if somebody would like to have a meeting, just write me in a chat. Okay, thank you so much, Alexander. And I would like also to give a floor. Levitsky Alexander, are you ready also to say something about your company? Because I know that you are interested in other participants of Silesia cluster, which are not present today, but I know that you would be glad maybe to show your presentation. Vladislav, what do you think? Okay, in any case, Luca, I think I will send it to you. So because he's interesting to have personal B2B meetings with your members. Thank you. Okay, so I would like to give a floor to Alexander Yurchak. He is actually a head of Ukrainian Cluster Alliance. Look, as you see, we also have a background as you had at the beginning, because this morning we had a speech at EU Clusters talk. So Alexander, please tell us about APAO. I told already about Ukrainian Cluster Alliance. So
yeah, I know. Just a few words about hello everybody. Yeah, it's a great pleasure to be with on this next B2B meeting. We had a lot already in the Ukrainian Cluster Alliance. So just a few words about our association. I share my screen and maybe with concrete proposals. Yeah, because well, association industrial automation of Ukraine, we unite mainly engineering company, control system integrator, also vendors and users and so on, different industries. So we mainly focus on industrial automation. So we created something like kind of ecosystems. We focus on developing of, let's say, what we call collective assets of this ecosystem, like technical committee, like some committee lobbying industry 4.0, matchmaking event, network of center 4.0, and so on. And also we are responsible for development of clusters, engineering, automation, machinery. So we know well this ecosystem in different regions, in different industries, and we also in this focus industry 4.0 in focus on development of innovators. So we have this database of innovator well segmented by industry. One of our guys will be presented after me, I think. Alexei Solntsev, this is a segment additive manufacturing, but well, you see the maps that we have a biggest concentration the company in the segment of big data, AI. But there are also different one. And finally, what I'd like to talk, just to present you quickly about our outsourcing database in engineering, because it's quite, right now, it's a really a huge issue in Ukraine, because the domestic market is really shrinking out, maybe of 50 even more %, yeah, because of war. And we are looking for any kind of cooperation and get order for our engineering company integrator, and we are ready to go different, well, it can be outsourcing, subcontracting, remote work, and so on. And to facilitate exchange in it, our association, we prepared database of, it's not, for the moment, it's not very big. There are 20 leading control system integrator and IT developers, and it's very segmented by specific of industrial automation. So you can find some filter by industry. So unfortunately, I don't see too much automotive, but well, programming Siemens is always programming of Siemens or Schneider. Typical project where we have competence, and what qualification our engineer can manage, yeah, and what PLC software we master, and so on. So it's very briefly HMI. So once again, we are very flexible, very ready to go in this kind of application to your, yeah, I can send you, for the moment, it's Excel file I can send you by demand. but once again, we are very open to discuss. Once again, I'm not talking about outstaffing, like free engineer. Typically, we are ready rather to talk about well, some subcontracting or just outsourcing, but when you deal with company, not just with engineer. Yeah, because you understand that nobody wants to just to lose his staff, yeah, today, because it's also issue how to maintain staff. But director, I remember they really care how to where to get the order for this for engineer.
Okay, Alexander, this will be very interesting because we have several companies on the moment and they have large projects and looking for these kind of cooperations all the time. So if they know that they can work together with engineering teams from your side to comply with their needs, this would be interesting. So if you can send me this file,
yeah, I will send you.
With the contact persons, I can immediately send it also to 3 of our companies that could be interested in this.
No problem. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Super, thank you. Actually, I think I will put everything in our Google Disk and just give you a link, Luke, for our presentations. I think, yeah, it could be also good. So please, Alexander, send me your presentation. Maxim, also, if it's updated, just send it to me, okay? So thank you so much, Alexei, your presentation. And again, if anybody would like to have B2B meetings with any of us, just send it via chat. Alexei, please.
Yes, thank you. Okay, it's nice to meet you. My name is Alexei Solntsev. I am the CEO and co-founder of the early stage startup SmartZavod. It's a hardware-based startup. I will share the screen. Here we are really different from previous company because of the stage and so on. But in general, what we are developing now and what we want to present to the market is a fully automated hybrid 3D printer. Because now we see that on the market, the number of materials and sub-technologies that we have cannot be covered by standard FDM 3D printers. And that's why we look at the history of CNC machines, how they was developed, and we see the way from Leonardo da Vinci to now, and now it's a big machines with a toolchain system. And we decided, yes, let's try to implement a toolchain system into 3D printer to cover the big amount of materials and sub-technologies like additive plus subtractive manufacturing in one cycle. And that's why our printer is differentiated with a super efficient tool changing system. And then yes, we decide why we should always to stay near our printer and like trying to calibrate the printing surface, remove the parts, and we come up with the idea of auto printing system. So the part will automatically removed from our printer after technology cycle is finished. And then we also look at the trends and decide, okay, so just to sell equipment, it's not like a trend, because today service-based model are most popular, are most scalable, and we decide to do the next. If our printer is automated, what means it doesn't require any human to stay near the printer for several days of active working. So why not to combine the printer with IoT sensor and camera of remote vision, and share the printer to business user through our web platform. So our main model is to partnering with a digital innovation hub, universities, big startup labs, sell printer to them, and then share through them printer to some small and medium enterprises and hardware startup. So they don't need to invest in equipment, and to waste time in agency. Yeah, and thanks to APAO, we already met some partners who help us to look a little bit in the future and yeah, to make some vision about our 3D printer. And we, in parallel, we're also working on the concept of a circular economy concept, when the part can be printed, the defect can be defect can be detected in the early stage, and the part can be recycled and reused on the one facilities. So it's also like matched with trends nowadays. And so yes, we already have some companies in Ukraine, in Germany, who trust us and who are ready to test our solution or supply us with the important components. So if our colleagues from Poland are ready to cooperate as a test or the prospective tester of this solution, or supplier of some companies like CNC, for example, nowadays we need a spindle, a micro spindle, to combine 3D printing with CNC milling or something like that. So I will be appreciate to work together or cooperate in some manner. So yes, thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Alexei, what kind of materials? Only plastics or also metals?
No, we are working with a plastic-based technology, extrusion technology, but I said nowadays there is a plastic that can be like, there is a filaments that can be printed, and then, sorry, I forget this technology, put it into heated environment, and we get the stainless steel 316 after that. But mainly this plastics, composites and plastics.
Okay, thank you so much, Alexei. Thank you so much, all our participants. If anybody from you also would like to say something, I don't know, if Zen further or Levitsky Vladislav. Vladislav.
Please take your opportunity to present, because
Yeah,
gives me the
Vladislav.
opportunity to see with whom I can bring you into contact.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Vladislav, are you ready maybe to show your presentation? Yeah, and Luke then will give you contacts of those companies which you were interested in.
Ольга, если есть интерес, я просто отправил бы, например, господину Люку презентацию свою, а потом бы я пригласил переводчика, и мы бы обсудили, если ему интересно.
Окей.
Если можно, адрес, на который ему послать. Я действительно там литьем пластика занимаюсь, может, мы действительно ему будем интересно.
Окей. Тоді надсилайте мені презентацію, да?
Пришлите. Дякую.
Okay, Vladislav I will send you the presentation and companies which he is interested to meet. So we will organize it separately, maybe. Good. So I do have, unfortunately, only one request for B2B meetings. So maybe somebody else would like to have a meeting. So just let me know, or just write whom you would like to meet.
Because I've sent you the email.
Yes,
with,
but unfortunately not all of them here right now.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, for some reasons.
Yeah. Okay. Because Christoph wanted to. We still have time for the. I just have to check. Just one moment.
Yeah, I see your letter. It's in front of me, but again, I'm not sure.
So which companies are here to meet?
S Engineering, Ukrovescom, Darex are not here, right?
Okay, that's a pity. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Poltava, is it here?
Yeah, unfortunately not, because
Not.
director is also very involved in.
Okay, so the 4 companies EcoInstall wanted to meet with, they're not here today. So anyway, then I propose that Christoph will be in contact directly with you to organize these meetings, individual meetings with these 4 companies, so that EcoInstall has the opportunity to meet with them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
VD Mais is here today in the meeting.
yes.
So Jan Mala can meet with them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, one of our workers will meet with the demise. Yes, I confirm.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
but
this-
I see also that Avinska would like also to meet with the mice. Are you from the same company?
Yeah.
Yes, that's from GeoGlobe company, Poland. Yes.
Yes.
Ah, okay, so I also will add you to okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. So for me, I would like to meet today with VD Mais, with Green
Okay.
System, with Apple. We have just already agreed that they will send us the list, and I will send it to 4 companies.
Okay.
And for what concerns Swatzavod, I want to have a short meeting just to discuss some points to see where we can fit them in for, because we will start soon a large European project as a digital innovation hub, where we have one area of specialization on 3D printing. One group is focusing on metals, the second group is focusing on plastics. And so for this group on plastics, we would verify the possibilities for cooperation.
Okay, so I will put you right now into Zoom room with Alexander Safron in Green Technologies, okay? Green System.
Green System.
Okay, good.
So
and 10 minutes, we will have another.
Okay, so just before that you send us to the room, I understand that you have the, I will send you the full contact with Christoph, so that directly you can be further into contact with him in order to arrange the meeting with the 4 companies.
Actually, you sent me already, so
Yes,
I have his
you
contact
have everything.
on the mail,
Yes.
and
Yes.
actually I have forwarded already to the companies.
Okay,
so
very
they
good.
can have it.
Very quickly, very
Try
good.
our best.
Okay, good. Marius from the HAF Group, do you have any additional questions or interest at this point?
Oh, thank you for the presentations. Thank you very much, but I don't want to have any B2B
meetings at the moment.
Meetings
okay.
at the moment.
Yeah, taking into account the activities of the HAF Group also in plastics and so on, is this 3D printing system something of interest, something that could be interesting for you?
We are in the process to buy a 3D printer for our use. So we go in different direction.
Yes, okay, good. Thank you. So Olga, you can commence with the rooms, and so after 10 minutes we will join together and start the next.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
So I think if other participants would not like to have this B2B meetings, we wouldn't take them for a long. But again, in 10 minutes, the second round will be started. Yes. So if you have such ideas whom you would like to meet, please do.
Okay.
Okay. So I open the rooms for 10 minutes. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, you're welcome. You should just click to enter the room.
Olga, I'm really sorry. Just didn't understand. Тільки не зрозумів, чи маю я приєднатися, щоб обговорити цю можливість до якоїсь спільноти.
Я так розумію, з вами хоче Люк.
Так. Я тільки не зрозумів це.
Да, він зараз зустрінеться з, він же не може одночасно зустрічатися з так? Тому, будь ласка, почекайте, через 10 хвилин я вам відкрию окрему копію.
Супер, я тоді тут залишаюся.
Почекайте, будь ласка, почекайте. Він просто хоче зустрітися з вами і хотів ще зустрітися з Максимом Анісимовим. Тому, якщо ви не проти, він спочатку зустрінеться з Максимом, а потім з вами, якщо ви не проти.
Добре, тоді 20 хвилин я.
Да, чи ви можете, я знаю, там відключитися, а потім приєднаєтесь. Як
Добре,
вам
добре.
зручніше, да. Але це дуже потужний кластер. Це один із найкращих кластерів в Польщі. І, до речі,
Так, і в них є і автомотів багато, і от Advanced Manufacturing, куди ми теж.
Так.
Все, дякую, тоді до зустрічі.
Да, до зустрічі.
Okay. Okay. Olga, can you connect me with VDMI or with Smart Zavod?
Okay. Would you like also to have a meeting with the DMAIs or not? Or...
Yes, VDMIs, yes.
Okay. So
if this is possible.
Open... Yes, sure. I will open a meeting room for you and the DMAIs. Okay.
Yes.
And then with another meeting.
Okay,
so,
good.
Yeah, if other people would like to join somebody, I mean, to have a meeting with somebody, just let me know. No, yeah, I mean, the company which had a meeting right now, so you're okay.
I will wait, no problem.
Okay, so please, I open the Zoom room, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. How was your meeting?
Yes, hello. This meeting with VDMIs was really good. Probably we should prepare the offer and we should, maybe we will start our cooperation, but we are on the beginning on our road now.
Okay, I wish you good luck. It would be great to have positive results.
Yes, and I have also a question about company trading house Poltava Automobile unit plant. You mentioned that they will be absent today, yes?
Unfortunately.
Actually, also. And also another company, JSA Fed. It is on my list.
Yeah, I saw, but again, actually, we sent your contacts to these companies. So I think, yeah, they could connect it you directly. If not, just let me know. I will definitely organize a meeting with you or just follow you as a direct contact to you. So I will write my email just in the chat.
Okay, and also I will send you my email. And I have the question of about the rest of this meeting.
No, I think if you don't
part.
have, if you don't have, intention to meet somebody from our participants which are here, so thank you for your time.
Okay, so thank you for your time. It was really nice to see you, and I hope we will see you next time, maybe for a few months. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Good luck. Just in the end of our meeting, we should shake
wave.
our hands
Okay.
or something like that.
Yes,
and
good
again,
to
thank
have
you
it
so much
recorded.
for such
Okay,
a
thank you very much.
I will send you the link for the recording. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.